Leading off the afternoon for Kansas City, shortstop, Alcides Escobar. First pitch, 1-0.
Ball. Duo. No ball. 2 strikes.
After a half inning of play, nothing happening so far. We're scoreless in San Francisco. With 1 inning in the books, nothing happening so far. We're scoreless in San Francisco. Here we are in the top of the second. Hope you're enjoying your game so far. Next up on the feature list for MLB 15 The Show is the combination of licensed equipment, the new universal reward system, and the inclusion of legendary players. All 3 features go hand in hand, so let me explain how it all works. For the first time in franchise history, MLB 15 The Show features in-game licensed equipment from leading baseball brands like Franklin, Louisville Slugger, Marucci, Mizuno, Nike, Rawlings, Sambac, Under Armour, and Wilson. The end result is a whole new level of authenticity within the game. Players sporting the same bats, batting gloves, fielding gloves, and cleats that they use in real life. You may even be looking at some of that equipment right now. In addition, you have the opportunity to utilize these items with your Road to the Show player within your organization in franchise mode and with your Dynasty player in Diamond Dynasty. However, you have to earn them first. In comes Universal Rewards. Universal Rewards is a brand new system tied to your Universal profile that periodically gifts you items while you play the game, no matter what mode you're in. Each item has a different rarity, and you can interact with all your rewards from the Locker tab in the main menu. Licensed equipment can be applied to your Road to the Show or Dynasty players and provide them with instant attribute boosts. Sponsorship contracts allow your organization in franchise to partner with a brand and earn budget incentives based on the team's on-field performance. And finally, MLB player cards can be collected and used to build a formidable Diamond Dynasty squad. As an incentive for collecting cards, new legendary players can be unlocked by accumulating a full collection of players from a single MLB team. For example, if you collect every player card from the Giants, an iconic Giants player will be rewarded to you. In all, there are 30 legendary players to unlock, 1 for each MLB organization. Okay, that wraps up those features. Be sure to check them out, and I'll be back in the top of the third with more. Through an inning and a half, nothing happening so far. We're scoreless in San Francisco.
Here we go.
Third baseman, Casey McGee.
After 2 innings of play, nothing happening so far. We're scoreless in San Francisco. Top of the third now, and let's get right into our next major feature in MLB 15, a revamped Diamond Dynasty mode. Diamond Dynasty, or DD, has received a major facelift for this year's game, aiming to simplify the mode while providing a more fun and engaging experience of customizing, building, managing, and competing with your team. In terms of simplification, a couple of key improvements were made. To start, your team's players will no longer expire after a set number of games. If you collect a card with your favorite MLB player on it, he's yours to use on your team forever. Another key change is the way Dynasty players or non-MLB players exist in the mode. Their role has been greatly reduced. Your team now only consists of 1 Dynasty player. This helps refocus the experience as a whole on collecting cards and building a squad that's primarily composed of real MLB players. Your single dynasty player is fully customizable, and in some ways he's very similar to a Road to the Show player. You're responsible for training his skills so he can progress to become a better ball player over time. This is accomplished by feeding him unwanted player cards that you've collected. The skills in those cards influence the growth of your dynasty player. For example, if you feed him a bunch of cards with power hitters on them, he's going to gain points in his power attributes much faster than, say, contact or speed. One exceptionally unique characteristic of your dynasty player is that he's a jack of all trades. He can be assigned to any position at any time, thus giving you the flexibility to fit him in the lineup where it benefits you the most. It should also be noted how intertwined Diamond Dynasty and the Universal Rewards system are. As you play MLB 15 in whatever mode you choose, you'll be rewarded with MLB player cards that can be used in DD. This means that by playing Franchise or Road to the Show for hours on end, you're at the same time improving your collection of player cards that make up your DD squad. This makes progressing in Diamond Dynasty really easy and less time intensive, as the focus is not on earning coins and buying card packs like it is in other games. Clearly, there's a lot to experience in Diamond Dynasty this year, so be sure to check it all out and have fun building the team of your dreams. I'll be back in the 4th inning with more.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
With 3 innings complete, nothing happening so far. We're scoreless in San Francisco. Okay, things are getting started here in the 4th. Next up are the notable improvements to Franchise, one of MLB The Show's most popular game modes. The mode has received a lot of love this year, and among the changes are the new GM goals system, performance-based player progression, new and improved contract logic, and a completely rebuilt trade system. The new GM goals system allows you to take the reins as general manager of your chosen club. With that, of course, comes the expectations of the team's owner, who will task you with both short and long-term goals after you sign on with the organization for 3 years. How well you do accomplishing those goals over your initial 3 years will determine your future with the club and whether other organizations may have interest in bringing you on board. This means that for the first time, you can actually change clubs in Franchise mode without starting over. As the GM, your players are obviously the main focus of your efforts to build a Major League juggernaut. With the new performance-based player progression, managing and nurturing your talent has never before been more important. Players will also progress naturally based on their age and potential rating, but now their on-field performance will also impact how they develop over time. Players who perform exceptionally well will see additional boosts to their attributes, meaning they could end up progressing faster than anticipated and exceeding their expected potential. Of course, the opposite is true if a player struggles for a long period of time, so make sure to handle your players carefully. You don't want to ruin a player's future by rushing him through the minors only to see him flame out in the big leagues. Franchise mode's contract logic has also been greatly improved this year by making player contracts more true to life than ever before. Players will expect more realistic terms to their deals, and minor leaguers are limited to only one-year contracts. In addition, you'll find the process of negotiating contracts is a much more user-friendly experience. Finally, the act of trading for players in franchise mode has seen a major overhaul. The logic itself was completely reworked to provide the most realistic results ever seen in the game. More factors are accounted for in the decision-making process than ever before. Further, the new Trade Finder feature allows you to quickly analyze what combinations will work with opposing teams if you're looking to acquire a certain player or shop one of your own. In essence, Trade Finder allows you to quickly make trades that'll help catapult your team into World Series contention. All in all, franchise mode is a notably different experience from years past, so make sure to check it out for yourself. I'll be back with more in the start of the fifth. After 3.5, Kansas City leads 2-0.
Leading off the fourth inning, center fielder, Angel.